can read, and we're back with another reaction. I wasn't planning on doing any more reactions today, but sadly, I'm joking, not sadly, but I'm here with another reaction. My friend, my good friend Adam, new subscriber, told me to react to UFC 202 Bad Blood preview. Now I got it on here, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what's going on with this. I'm looking forward to seeing UFC 202, but if I don't get a chance to see it, you guys can always send me the highlights on Twitter, or do any notifications on any social media that I have. But guys, I'm ready to see what's going on. Conor McGregor and Nate refighting is going to be pretty good, and I want to see if John Jones is going to be in it. I'm not for sure, but let's go ahead and dive in on it, man.
A fighter not only should fight for physically, but fight for what is right. Conor McGregor, he's saying all the same. I've been saying for the last 5 years, you want to fight somebody, you step up and you make a scene and you tell them, I'm going to fight you.
You know what's the real fight? What's the real money fight? It's me!
We were set to fight each other for a long time. And then the fight came about. It came about quickly.
Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz will be fighting at 170 pounds.
I'm ready. Let's get it. I want to see who's going to win.
Thank you so much.
They thought he was untouchable, they were putting him out like he was unstoppable. I didn't think he hit like it was Superman or anything.
It wasn't the best fight,
I know,
but I gotta give it to both guys for at least trying. If Conor would have never got tired, it would have been a longer fight. But he used up all. Conor's so used to using up all his momentum in the first round because he's so used to knocking people out so quickly. But when it got to Nate being like slower to knock out, it was kind of hard for him. I could tell.
His face all around the octagon for 8 minutes, and then lose that way.
But for his opponent, the outcome came as predicted.
I'm not surprised.
The fight itself turned out to only be the calm before a storm of controversy.
What is going on here with Conor McGregor?
Everybody's still talking about it.
Gotta put him in against Nate again, because that's the big money rematch.
Conor McGregor decided to retire.
Listen, Conor McGregor's under contract with the UFC.
This sets a precedent. His tweet is the biggest tweet by an athlete this year. I think it could have been handled.
At UFC 202, Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor will stoke the Tempest winds once again.
Fans have given him this indestructible feeling as if he can't be knocked out, but he can and he will.
I remember when Conor said he was going to retire. I thought he was serious. I thought he was really serious.
There will be bad blood.
I thought he was for real, though. It felt like he was for real. Like, I was like, dang, after his second loss, he going to retire? But he came back to fight Nate, so I wonder how that's going to be. It's going to be pretty cool, though.
Stockton, California doesn't have the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, or the Silicon Valley's seemingly bottomless well of cash and tech. The city was one of the largest in the U.S. to declare bankruptcy following the 2008 housing market crash. But Stockton and its 209 area code have been made famous by UFC fighter Nate Diaz, who has shown that in his business, superstardom is transferable. Since becoming the first fighter to defeat the transcendent Conor McGregor inside the octagon this past March, Diaz has seen a meteoric ascension, becoming one of the most popular figures in the sport. He's now deep into training camp for the August 20th rematch against McGregor. Training time surely feels like a luxury to Diaz, who had only 10 days to prepare for the original.
For some reason, man, this cutscene with Diaz kind of looks like, makes him seem like a super badass. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty bad. He looks good. I gotta give it to him, man. He's a good fighter.
I gotta fight McGregor. I said, no, you don't. He goes, yeah, I gotta fight Richard. I said, okay, when? He says, in 10 days. He said, I'll be there tomorrow. I said, all right, man.
I don't know who's gonna win, though. That's the biggest fight on probably the match card.
I just got back from Cabo. I was semi-active, but I was nowhere near fight shape and prepping for anything. So I was pretty much off the couch, full of food. We hustled in them 10 days, huh, Richard?
you know, he trained every day. He trained every day, but he wasn't in tip-top shape. I didn't go to the track. I did all these sprints and all that. He was getting fast. Just like 2-hour workout on the track.
You know how heavy those bags gotta be? Those bags gotta be super heavy.
Kiss my ass, but
I've hit one of those bags before, and I tell you, it is heavy as shit. Like, that shit will break your fucking wrist. You gotta have some type of strength. But there's different size of bags.
His combinations are quicker, he's sharper, better shape, coming in more confident.
There's like different weight in the bags though. Like I was saying.
Entering the octagon, ready for a fight, Nate Diaz.
When Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz first met on March 5th, more fans tuned in to the pay-per-view than any other event in UFC history.
This man may very well be the biggest star in the world today. What he's been able to do in such a short period of time has been nothing short of magnificent. A very, very unique human being.
Yeah, Conor became popular so quickly.
His journey to the top.
It didn't even take him that long to be popular. His fights were
People play the business
his fights was deep,
you know, like we're here to play by the rules and we're here to make a show and this and that. But before any of this, how it all began with me and how it all started with fighting and being the alpha and Rue.
God.
Get a man up, man. This is our division. We're gonna beat your asses. That's what's up. All these other jiu-jitsu guys and wrestlers, y'all need to know how to learn how to box, man.
Wow, nigga does not give no fucks.
I don't like that guy. We could go to a press conference. You're not gonna just run me over and you know, come at my little bitch and get my face.
How many cowboy gimmicks am I gonna see in here
first?
Shit.
After nearly a decade in the UFC, Diaz seemed to have everything it took to become a breakout star with mass appeal. The only missing piece was the opponent to put him over the top.
Just listen to the soundtrack of this Dublin crowd.
Just a year after his UFC debut, Conor McGregor headlined a sold-out event in his hometown of Dublin. Fox television rating records were smashed.
Wow, unbelievable.
And 3 back-to-back top billings on
Oh my
pay-per-view
God, I remember
followed.
that fight. Chad got his ass towed up.
In 3 short years, Conor McGregor went from pauper to prince of the UFC.
Yeah, it was. His runs were so quick though.
Nate Diaz was watching.
He got blown way out of proportion, and I wasn't happy about it, you know. I've been in the UFC since I was 21, you know, I'm 31. I've been in the UFC 10 years now. Won Ultimate Fighter. Have the most of the night, bonuses.
Can you say fight of the night?
Oh
I just put
shit.
in more work than anybody in
His
this
leg
whole
break?
UFC. Anybody. Straight up.
He's a Michael Phelps
Right.
too? I'm
This
joking,
is-
let me stop playing.
You know, like where the hell's mine at?
Diaz knew that if he could somehow get himself onto a card with McGregor, it would become the biggest payday of his career.
Oh yeah.
He just had to find a
Fighting
way.
Conor McGregor, you get millions, honestly. I know Jose Aldo did. Chad, all
Last September, McGregor attended a press conference in Las Vegas featuring many of the UFC's top fighters.
The notorious Conor McGregor.
At home in Stockton, Diaz watched in utter disbelief.
That little, at the Go Big press conference, probably the Don Cerrone, the heavyweights, the light heavyweights, everyone in the middleweights, you can take your little English ass and get on.
You're too slow and too stiff. You're stiff as a board. I'd snap you in half. He's petrified. He's the so-called pound for pound #1, but he's quaking in his boots over there. I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration. When you try to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home. You ring your wife. Baby, we done it.
We're
Break out
rich.
the red panties. I'm the money fight at all weight division, so everybody else up here.
Like, why is everybody sitting on the stage letting this guy run everybody over like that? If I would have been at that press conference, someone would have got a bottle tossed out.
The knockout speaks for itself, and you hit the deck like a bitch.
But nobody did. I'm like, you guys all failed. This is gonna be easy money because he had no one to watch me get this fight.
Shit.
Diaz had a plan. It began with Michael Johnson, the 5th-ranked lightweight fighter in the world.
Ooh.
Guaranteed that little lightweight works harder than me. Guaranteed. Oh, that's it!
God
Michael
damn.
Johnson out of nowhere!
If he
D-Rock Castillo, he's out. Danny Castillo is out. Michael
he can't move. He couldn't move. He was just like,
Oh, Michael Johnson, because he was high ranked.
oh Michael,
And I
man.
plan on going in there.
That's a badass dude.
And making a scene. And getting one with the mind.
Dang, breaking it so hard that it
Conor
shit fell
McGregor
out
keeps
the-
saying all the same that I've been saying for the last 5 years.
I'm excited to see what happens in this fight, though.
You know what's that right here? Not
I'm
these
really
funny
pumped.
guys that are fighting the main event. The main event's right here. I don't know. Why didn't they put my face on the poster? If we got a pin, if you want to come up and get the money fight and get the good fight, then
Damn, he signed the poster without his face
right
on.
here. He's got it built off of me, you, and you.
Okay. Was this the fight that they
I
fought?
don't think a lot of fighters
it
out there
should
recognize
be.
which way, you know. If someone's in the room standing up saying they're the badass in the room.
Oh, never mind. That's him.
I believe that I'll be the first one to step up and beg to differ. You know?
Woo! He's slapping him. This is wild.
This is the kind of fight Nate Diaz always wants.
Oh, he hurt him there, and Nate just pointed to him and said, oh, I hurt you. Look at that. Nate has never looked better, and particularly against one of the most dangerous contenders in the division.
Look at that cut. That is gushing out.
Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for. I'm gonna fight your ass. You know what's the real fight? What's the real money fight is me, not these clowns that you already punked at the press over.
So Nate wanted to fight. Wait, hold up. I'm lost as fuck. No, I'm not. I'm not lost. But okay, so Nate wanted the rematch. Okay. Man, I am like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to this fight. Like honestly, Conor McGregor and Nate, that'll make a. It won't be as high as a fight as with Brock Lesnar. So you know, in his past years of fighting in the UFC. But I do believe that this is gonna be one of the probably the second biggest paying big event when it comes to the money. Who's gonna win? I'm not for sure. I know Conor is probably being smart enough to think, well, since he beat me the first time because I lost my stamina, I had no energy. Maybe I can try to recuperate, not do as much moves in the first round, so I can have enough energy for the second round. Because that was one of his biggest problems. Conor was so used to knocking people out in the first round with all his moves and stuff. I'm not saying that he wasn't knocking people out always in the first round. He would go to second round, but some of his biggest wins was in the first round. With I think he knocked Chad out in the first round, Jose Aldo, and Nate might win. But if Conor wins, then that's good for him. That means I said this on one of my last videos. If Conor wins, then they don't have to fight again. But if Nate wins, then that means that it's Conor has to go right back and fight him again just to prove that he's better or whatever he wants to say. But we're gonna have to see. Post comments down below. Tell me who you think is gonna win the fight. I know Kevin and probably Adam would probably say Conor. Probably a lot of people with my comments probably would say Conor. But it might. Who knows? Who knows who's gonna win? But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like and make sure you guys subscribe. Man, this is a pretty good video. I appreciate you guys for sending me this video, and we're almost at 1,300 subscribers. So let's get there by next week, hopefully. But see you guys later. Peace.